Hey you guys, it's your girl Fire here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I found an article and I thought it would be interesting to share it with you all. It is new information to me and it probably will be for you. You know what I mean? Like a little aha moment, or maybe not aha, but like one of those moments. Before I get into the video, it's a no-brainer that I talk about blackness in Hawaiian culture or black existence in Hawaii, whatever the case may be. I raise those questions, one, because I am of both ethnicities, and it's a conversation starter. You know, it makes a lot of people uncomfortable. I get a lot of racist comments, I get a lot of backlash, I get a lot of crazy DMs from Hawaii people, Hawaiians, whatever the case may be, and it's crazy, and it's so crazy to see like my own culture, my own people just in an uproar about an open-ended question. I went viral twice off of the video where I mentioned Native Hawaiians may have some type of black genealogy, black you know what I mean, undertone or something like that. Made people very, very uncomfortable. So when I say this, like, don't get offended. Don't get offended. I'm not trying to make nobody mad. I'm not trying to start no race war or whatever the case may be. Like, chill. This is a part of Hawaiian history. I didn't write it. They did, okay? I'm just bringing it to the forefront because it's very, very interesting. So with all that being said, take a chill pill, learn something new, be open, and if you have anything that you want to add that is educational, please put that down in the description and we can all talk about it nicely, safely. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to like cut off the comments again, okay? So let's get to the video. It talks about the first black man in Hawaii. I'm not just, you know what I mean, like alakazam, alakazoo, popping shit out of my ass. The article that I got was published on Facebook. I'm not too sure who the author is, but if I'm remembering correctly, he was local. He was a local guy, and a lot of the people that like the picture, I know them, okay, and they are local as well. So I really think that this person did their research and written up this article right here, okay? So the article states, one of the figures of black history in Hawaii that I had done research on was Ione Mohala. I had to rely heavily on newspapers and oral histories for this. Ione Mohala was the Hawaiian name for John Blossom. John Blossom was born in Jamaica and was the son of British plantation owner and an African slave. He was initially a slave and became freed in 1833 as Britain abolished slavery. Upon that time, he joined the crew of a merchant ship and was enslaved in the US before escaping and ending up in Hawaii in 1850. Now, we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause there. I'm a Scorpio. I like to think too deeply into things sometimes, and this is just one of the things that I was just like really, really thinking too deeply into. So hear me out. John Blossom, the first black man to ever be in Hawaii, comes from Jamaica. What if it was him? What if it was him that introduced Hawaii to reggae? And then that's when it started to become Hawaiian reggae. You know what I mean? You know that sound that we have? What if he started it? What if he started it? Can't make this up. You can't make this up. The article then states, John Blossom ended up meeting Caesar Kapa'akea where he was his valet. Kapa'akea already was married and had a family with Analea Ke'oho Kalole. Ke'oho Kalole, Analea Ke'oho Kalole. I think that's how you say it. It will be on the screen. Eventually, Blossom became the estate manager for Keohokalole. So John came from the bottom as a valet, okay? A valet for Caesar, to becoming his friend, his business partner, and the state manager for his wife. How about that? The article then follows, Blossom was well liked by Kamehameha III and was welcome at court. This was a sharp contrast to the US and Europe. He was also given an honorary commission in the Hawaiian Army. What? His relationship with Kapa'akea family was such that he ate with the family as equals and was called an uncle. You know, this is giving me chicken skin. Like, I really love this. Okay, moving on. Blossom went back to Jamaica and married a woman by the name of Maria. They moved back to Hawaii and had several children. One of the children would be the godchild of David Kalakaua and would work in the household of William Lunalilo and later the Crownburg family. A daughter worked in the household of Queen Emma. So him and his family was just around royalty 24/8. I wonder who his lineage is. Like his kids, his whole generation. Ooh, that would be, that's something to look into. About 1880, John Blossom went to Chile and was a casualty of their War of the Pacific. It is believed he went to Chile to bring back Pacific Islanders who were enslaved or blackbirded there and bring them to Hawaii with the backing of our king. So we're gonna pause right there. When did Chile and the Pacific have beef? I did not know that, so I'm gonna look into that. That just might be a new video, and that is very, very interesting. Furthermore, what is blackbirding? Blackbirding involves the coercion of people through deception or kidnapping to work as slaves or poorly paid laborers in countries distant to their native land. These blackbirded people were called Kanakas or South Sea Islanders. In other words, having experienced slavery twice, John, he died trying to free Polynesians who were enslaved. He was mourned by the king as he was basically an uncle to him. All of Blossom's children remained in Hawaii. In 1886, a protracted campaign to oust Kalakaua was started. Among the things spread was that Kalakaua was the son of John Blossom because black and royalty could not inhabit the same body. When Queen Liliuokalani, When Queen Liliuokalani began to question American hegemony, that rumor was recirculated by the Calvinist missionary newspaper, The Friend. There was no truth that these rumors, as all of Kapa'akea's children were born after John Blossom's arrival. But because of prejudiceness, this was used to demonstrate how unfit Kalakaua and Liliuokalani were to rule. Never mind how educated and accomplished the two monarchs were, any ounce of black blood was caused to get rid of them. So it was a rumor that Queen Liliuokalani and Kalakaua were John Blossom's kids, but of course those rumors just scurried along and they end up, of course, taking the throne, whatever the case. That's how intimidated like white people were back then of black people. And that's crazy to me. Any ounce, any splatter, any sprinkle of black blood, you're ineligible of the throne that isn't even your culture. What? At the same time, the willingness of self-proclaimed Christian ministers to trash the legacy of John Blossom for political expediency, a man who died trying to free human beings from slavery, shows how they viewed the world and who they really served. Same Christian white people that taught religion were the same ones that were trashing John Blossom's legacy, trying to erase who he was as a person, who he was and what he meant to the royals, his connections, all of that, because John is a black man and he's a speck in the universe and nobody cares. That is the end of this article. John Blossom, or Ione Mohala, was the first black man to ever exist to ever be reported existing in Hawaii that came on a merchant ship, not as a slave, but as a friend to the royals, as a soldier in the Hawaiian army, and was a man that tried to help free Polynesians from being blackbirded in Chile. That is it for this video. If you guys want to add anything to the conversation that's educational, put it down in the description and we can talk about it there. Follow me at hawaii.mami, and I'll see you guys in the next video.